Hi everyone. I want to start off by saying this video is one I really didn't want to make. This video is going to explain some of the things that I've been dealing with in Canora for the past 4 years and why there's a 30-foot trailer parked sideways across my front lawn. It has come to a point that I have to stand up for not only myself, but every other resident who has had to leave Canora or who is still dealing with harassment and disappointment in the leadership and direction that Canora is going. I'm going to cut right to the chase with my most recent experience from members of the town of Canora. I received a phone call from my employer on Friday, November 13th, where I was informed that an employee from the town office called to inform my employer that I was being charged with harassment due to my social media posts. Yes, that's right. The town of Canora has decided to use taxpayers' money to fund a legal lawsuit against a resident who has been living here for the last 9 years. I was actively involved in the community from being president of Canora Soccer Association, where the following year the registration doubled due to my direction and knowledge in the sport. I was a member of the Canora District Fire Department for 6 years, where I represented our fire department during the large Larange forest fires, as well as being selected as one of 12 firefighters from across Saskatchewan that was chosen to be on the Jim Pattison Children's Hospital firefighter calendar, where 100% of the money raised was donated to childhood cancer. I took my first responder training for medical situations to be able to assist better in town, as well as started my company EcoGenX and charity Silver for Gold. I work hard and have a goal to be successful in life. I am a good person. Now, when it comes to social media, many people have different opinions and beliefs on what social media can do. For me, I use it as a tool. Social media is the best way to inform people around me what is going on. And as a business owner, social media is a way to build a brand. And I focused on becoming that brand. I live my life very simple and by one very important rule: treat others how you want to be treated. That has become the rule to live by and is implemented into everything that I do. I am someone who is honest, hardworking, compassionate, strong, and powerful. That is my brand and the brand of my companies. I am someone who is vocal when I am wronged, and that's never something to be ashamed of. Staying silent only gives more power to those who are persistent in interfering with your life, and social media imposes a sense of accountability. What I post on Facebook is no different than what I say in my daily life and how I live my life. In Canada, we have the right to free expression and freedom of speech. Explaining to those in our community and surrounding communities the type of behavior is happening here is not grounds for a lawsuit, nor is it grounds to contact my employer before I was even notified. Now, as a young entrepreneur, sometimes things have to be done in an unordinary fashion to be able to reach your end result. For me, I run my business out of my home. I have a yard 4 miles outside of Canora where I store my grain bags and have stored my equipment. Unfortunately, being right off the highway means that some people feel they are entitled to my stuff, and I've had to make numerous reports to the police of stolen property. Because of this, my trailer stays in front of my house when it is my busy season, and then in the winter, we'll park it in a safe and secure area. I have spoken to all my neighbors who appreciate and support the hard work that I am doing. If they have a problem, we talk about it, and we come to a solution that works for all involved. That is maturity and respect between two parties to make the best out of a situation. The town does not understand how that works. Instead, they continually harass me with no sense of compassion or maturity to even have a discussion. The tow company gets called. Not only do they get called, but our town administrator informs the tow company that if my trailer does not get towed, a $2,000 fine will be issued to the company for not complying. Now, I understand bylaws are important, and I'm not arguing that point. But are bylaws needed to be enforced so strictly on a young man's business and life that I'm building? And why are the bylaws so strictly enforced on a very small amount of people in town? Also, remember, we are a town of 2,000 people. We are not a city where my trailer will cause an inconvenience. There are numerous bylaw violations that have never been enforced. Numerous vehicles parked on roadways and properties that don't run, campers, RVs, boats. Am I saying those people should all be ticketed and towed? No. These are items that people worked hard for. These things should not be the cause of such abusive behavior. Could some understanding and compassion not be had that by working together to achieve what I will say will be a much better result? I have the potential and belief that I can build EcoGenX to become a $50 million company employing more than 25 employees. I could be part of bringing prosperity to a small town in ways of job creation, investment into local organizations and clubs, increased tax revenue for maintenance of our roadways and facilities. I could go on and on about the benefits. Instead, like so many others, I am left feeling defeated. I am left in a position to now relocate, pay for a lawyer, which now takes money away from my company as a startup company, be stressed and focused on a legal battle. Could this not have all been avoided? I want to add that I feel I did everything as proper and professional that I could when I began my company in 2017. I attended a council meeting where I'd approached council with the idea. I made sure that grain bags would not be an issue, and I had the green light, and off I went. Within the first week of operating, I filled a 4,000 square foot shop with grain bags. I had no idea that my business would take off like it did. By the next week, I had grain bags outside and was already searching for a solution. A chunk of land was provided to me to help me get on my feet and get the bags out of town. We did all this without pressure from council, but because I understood we needed a better solution. Now remember, I'm a startup business, and this was an incredible problem to have at that time. I then find out that council amended a bylaw that stated grain bags must not enter the town of Canora. I couldn't stop for fuel. I couldn't stop at the house. I was not allowed to come into town. And if I did, I would be fined. After some time, I went back to council with a prototype that was created for the largest agriculture manufacturer, and EcoGenX had the possibility to manufacture parts that would be shipped worldwide. I had numerous patents showing the legitimacy of my business and was told it would strongly be considered. 3 days later, I received a letter back stating that our business will not be able to proceed. At this point, I had already put an offer and had funding in place for the old CPS building just west of the tracks, and was working to order the necessary equipment to begin Canada's first full-scale agriculture plastics recycling plant, making innovative new parts for a massive company. I want to encourage everyone that has been dealing with problems like I have to speak out. I welcome you to call me or email me with your experiences, and I welcome you to support this lawsuit by ending the bullying and harassment for members who work in the town office building. In the past 2 weeks, countless stories have been shared to me with people's experiences, which gives me the strength to get through this. I ask you to share this post and make it go viral. I will not be bullied, and together we can shine a light to the abusive power that has gained control over many residents. It is time for a change. Live, work, and play is Canora's slogan, and it's time we bring that back. It is unfortunate that the town has decided the best course of action is hiring a lawyer to bully me into silence. I will not be silenced. I've also hired a lawyer, and I am open to my lawyer representing your voices as well as mine. Let's become a community of growth and prosperity. Let's see more incentive to move to Canora instead of more and more for sale signs up across our neighborhoods. And let's see our town officials and businesses work together. I have not been served. I have no idea what they are planning on using against me. I've had no communication from their lawyer. I do plan to, if advised by my lawyer, to publicly share with everyone a new video containing the Facebook post that I was given to truly give you the full picture of what is happening. As this is taxpayer money funding this, I believe you all need to be aware. My Facebook posts are honest, truthful, and to the point. I do not take none of my posts back, nor do I regret any of them. You may disagree with me, and that is fine. The great thing about the world we live in is everyone can have an opinion, and my opinion is based off of how I've been treated. I thank you all for listening. I thank you for all those that will share this, and I thank all those who've already voiced their support. I look forward to gaining more support and provide a light for others to begin to share their experiences. And I encourage the town to really think about this decision and if it's truly the way to solve a problem. Thank you.